I have 5 minutes to discuss one single topic, and this one is about superpowers. It's teleportation, speed, or flight. If you've never met me before, I'm Barrett87. It's w.twitch.tv/Barrett87. The name's above me, actually, just up there. Now, I wanted to, so obviously, I'm going to go through each and every single one about pros and cons of each power, and then probably to make a decision based on what I can decide from that. Now, for me, we'll start off with teleportation. It was the biggest word, so it's on the top layer. Um, Teleportation is a lot more convenient, but how would teleportation work? Now, do you have to know the building or know where you're teleporting to, or can you just think of a coordinates and teleport to that coordinate? So X, Y, and Z, for example. It's not something which I completely think is a safe option, though, compared to the other two at least. Because if you think about teleportation, someone may have cemented up a room that you might enter, and then you may die. So there's a lot of safety issues involved in teleportation. So is teleportation a really good option here? I'm on the verge of saying no. I would write teleportation out of this one because you know what? As useful as it is to be able to be like, I want to be at Skegness Butlands, for example, and you just appear at Skegness Butlands. But if something's changed in that room, so even if like a table's moved or something like that, what happens then? Does it put you to the first safe location, or there's too many ins and outs of teleportation? That then takes me to speed. Now, I'm just thinking legs here, legs and brain, because obviously you need your brain to work at as fast rate as possible. Now, speed, I think speed's a good one. If I'd be able to run fast. Oh, yeah, go figure. However, speed also has a lot of bad points to it. In the boys, you saw one of them, how he just like mulched into somebody and murdered them. So you'd have to be careful. You'd have to be always on top of your game, and you'd always have to be wary of what and who you're passing through. Can you pass through somebody if they are there and not affect them if you're traveling at such a speed? Maybe. But what speed would that have to be? I'm probably going a little bit too deep into the speed one. But also for me, I started writing a story about this, and I think it's a good premise for a story. I suffer with mental health issues. I struggle with my mental health. Um, and the reality of the situation is, if I the speed would also have to come with your brain moving faster. If not, you'd be unsafe. And if your brain's moving faster, or like your mental health problems, they're circling faster as well. And those things that you're fighting constantly, they're there forever. So I don't think that that's a great one either. It's not a great power to have, especially if you suffer with mental health problems. You have to all be there, and you have to be very happy in what you're doing. So that kind of takes that one off the table. Now, flight. How fast can you fly? Obviously, you've probably got the same issue with speed because you're going to have to be able to figure out where you're flying. Probably not going to be moving as fast if you're flying, so your brain would be working less quickly. But you've still got that issue. And on top of that, it's a lot harder to like disguise the fact that you're there. With speed, you can probably get past somebody, and they'll just see like a blur. But with flight, how fast can you fly? Can you just travel as fast as you can walk, run? So again, many questions, many questions, and this is what makes this interesting. What would you have? Teleportation, speed, or flight? Or transporting, or get you from one place to another. Out of the three, because there's only one that teleportation too likely to get killed. Flight, you're probably not going to be as fast as if you can run. So speed would be the one I would take, but it wouldn't be an ideal power for me. But yeah, so speed, teleportation, or flight. I'm going speed, but what would you choose? Write them in the comments below. I hope you have a fantastic day. Whatever you have planned. If you are going to be streaming or across on YouTube or Twitch or Kick or anywhere like that, please feel free. Please have a fantastic one. I hope your numbers go well. Stay safe. Stay well. Goodbye. Peace.